Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Wizard of Legend PvP match. Look, I've got a brand new backdrop. So anyway, today's a very special match. It is brother v brother. The two council brothers are duking it out. It's Arcanus versus Covetous. Now this match is a bit special as the rules are a bit different and this fight is a bit themed. So let's go over the rules now, shall we? Okay, so the rule set for this Comic Wizard Clash, it is a best of 7 with best of 3 rounds, meaning first to 4 wins it all. There will be no Arcana pickups. The loser bans 2 arenas, and there will be a random roll for the arena with the remaining 4 before selection of builds. No dorm, no docile. Each build can only be used once in a row except for a chosen favorite build per match. Can be used twice in a row. Now then, those are our rule sets for today's match, and not to mention that each build has its own special comically themed name, so we'll get into those as the fights progress. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Council Brothers to fight. It is Covetous versus Arcanus. Oh my god, has it been forever since I've been on this end. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever comic clash between Arcanus and Covetous, the two brothers, as we see both wizards duking out. Now, I did want to mention that these builds are Hawkeye versus Banshee, and I'm pretty sure Banshee is what Arcanus is running, with Hawkeye being what Covetous is running, but I also could be wrong, you know, because builds. But either way, we're seeing right now Arcanus is actually getting beat down quite a bit by Covetous already, and it's literally just the start of the match. As we see Arcanus being brought down to 84 HP, with Covetous at a nice healthy 337. Doesn't look like Arcanus is going to be able to fight back here with the Banshee build, probably because of all the wind. But also, why was it called Hawkeye? Oh, with Arcanus going down, round number 1 goes over to Covetous. First blood has been drawn. And here we go into round number 2 as we see both wizards dueling back and forth, as we see a bunch of fanned out wind and earth going out of Covetous, but the wind is what lands, but the earth misses. But now we see the earth drills do landing a good amount of damage, bringing Arcanus down to 408, with Covetous still at a healthy 497, with Arcanus being landed on everything. He's unable to do any damage back, but he finally gets a bit of damage, but it's really just not that much. But as I say that, he gets a nice stun onto Covetous, bringing him down 100 HP, down to 349. But Arcanus is at half HP himself, but he does manage to land another mock stunner onto Covetous, stunning him right up. But no, the fanning earth drills go right back as we see, ooh, a nice freezing stun right onto Arcanus, but he fights right back as now we see Covetous going straight in onto Arcanus as he slashes and dashes and dices. But we see both wizards dueling it out, but Arcanus is the one to fall. So this is a quick 2 rounds up to none. Oh boy, I hope this was planned out, because poor Arcanus is getting himself beat. I hope this isn't some sort of foreshadowing between the better brother matchup, but as we see both the Covetous and Arcanus dashing around, dueling around, trying to make use of what they can, as we see Arcanus managing to actually get a good amount of damage, well, I mean, good amount of hits back, but per hit, doesn't seem to be much damage actually going out, as we see Covetous managing to really block quite a bit. As Arcanus is really taking the beat down comparatively, we do see a good nice block, but that mock stunner not really going out into fruition and blocking what it should. But we do see another stun onto Covetous as Covetous gets stunned up, but no, he manages to retaliate. But we do see another mock stunner being stunned right onto Covetous. Covetous now finally almost being brought down to half HP, but he's still 50 above it. But Arcanus is being brought down to about a quarter HP, almost there. As we see both wizards going back and forth around the arena, as we see the Hawkeye build just taking over. You know, this Banshee is not doing so hot, as we see a Covetous going in, and Arcanus managing to fight back, and he does manage to stun right onto Covetous. Will he be able to take a round? Will he be able to keep it up for long? But no, Covetous bound to 121, but no, Arcanus is taking a bunch of hits, as he's been brought down to 32 HP. Will Arcanus be able to fall? Will he be able to manage to take a round? Will this be a clean sweep on Covetous' end? Will the first match go over to Covetous, or will Arcanus be able to fight back? Who knows? As he's brought down to 13 with 0. Match number 1, over to Covetous. Alrighty, ladies and gents, now we're going into the Iron Man versus Hawkeye builds, as we see Covetous now picking up the Iron Man, with Arcanus picking up the one Hawkeye build that Covetous had taken to fruition. So, Will Hawkeye be proven to be an OP build, or is it just Covetous being better than Arcanus? And so far, it looks like Covetous is just better than Arcanus, as the Iron Man build is really hammering away at Hawkeye, as Arcanus is trying to do something, but he's really unable to do anything, as we see both wizards going back and forth. But a sparking defeat. First blood drawn by Covetous, as Arcanus still has yet to win a round. Covetous is looking to take this handedly, as we see him going straight in, but no, Arcanus managing to get the stun right out onto Covetous and managing to get more damage. For once, Arcanus is the one that's healthier than Covetous, but it doesn't look like, as we see Arcanus actually dicing into the spark sphere. Arcanus, are you okay there, buddy? You're taking a lot of damage, as we see the Inferno beams coming right out, but oh my good lord, Arcanus is taking even more damage. It seems like no matter what Arcanus is doing, he's unable to really put down a good amount of damage onto Covetous, as we see more fire beams going right out, as we see a spark sphere coming in and taking Arcanus down. This is a quick 2 rounds to none over to Covetous's favor. Also, why is he not in his usual purple? I don't know. That's weird. But either way, we see the Iron Man build coming into full fruition, as the Hawkeye build seems to just have no responses to it, and Arcanus is just stun locked right now. Oh my good lord. Well, Covetous just wins match number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, it is match number 3, and it is Thor versus Superman. As we see Arcanus trying to see if he can be able to do something. Right now, it looks like Covetous again no, never mind. Yes, Covetous again has Arcanus's numbers, as we see the axe. Wait, doesn't Thor wield a hammer? Guys, are we sure we're naming these builds correctly now? Who's in charge of the naming convention? Who is allowed to do this? This doesn't seem correct. They were supposed to be hammers, not an axe. That's not Thor. As we see, Arcanus is at 150 HP, 100 HP. Arcanus is looking to be clean swept again. Oh my good lord! Talk about brother beatdown. Is Covetous isn't the older brother, is he? Oh my, oh, wait! He's brought down to 82 HP! Arcanus has a chance! Oh my god, Arcanus has a chance! 28 HP! And he does! Arcanus finally takes a round! He does it! It's not a clean sweep! At the start of match number 3, Arcanus takes round 1. He finally puts his name on the board, and he immediately gets beat down for doing so. Oh dear lord. Oh lord. Oh lord. What's happening? As we see both wizards jockeying around, as we see a lightning hammer. I saw it. There's a hammer, but I mean, stop swinging an axe. Thor doesn't swing an axe. I'm taking a lot of blame for this, as we see the Superman build trying to do all it can against the Thor build, but it looks like it's just about better positioning, as Arcanus is brought down to 196, but Covetous is at roughly half HP, just slightly healthier. But Arcanus is brought down to 108 HP again. But as I say that, remember, Arcanus ended up winning at 100 HP-ish that last round. Can we get a 2-peat? Can it be all skill? No frills. But as we see, oh, the Superman's air slamming. As we see even more damage being brought down to Covetous. Can Arcanus take a second round? Can Arcanus clean sweep this match? As we see a bunch of damage going. Oh! But the fire beams go right out as he takes down Covetous in round number 2. It is match point now. If Arcanus can win this, he'll finally put himself on the board, and he could claw right back. He can start fighting back. But Covetous, remember, he is on the council for a reason. He is one of the better PvP players in this league. He has a chance at winning this. As we see both wizards jockeying back and forth, fire beam coming out of Arcanus, but missing out on Covetous, as we see a large wind dash going in, with the lightning not landing, but it does manage to actually land on Arcanus, but right at the very end, but not that much damage, as we see both wizards at a nice healthy 370 to 386, as we see the airborne slam coming out and the fire beams as well, but the airstrike's not landing, but Covetous still brought down to half HP at 255. As we see another aerial slam going right down to Covetous. Covetous just unable to evade that along with the fire beams. It looks like Arcanus will finally manage to get himself a match, as it looks like Covetous is reevaluating his attack strategy. Let's see how Covetous might be able to do here as he gets slowed up. But oh, he goes right in, but no, Arcanus manages to dodge. Fire beam coming out, but not managing to land. As we see aerial slam going in, but nothing. As we see Covetous doing a very good job at dodging. He's at 117, but that does not mean he will lose. 230 is a low enough amount, but then again, so is 500. So who's to say? As we see both wizards dodging. Oh, but Arcanus goes in, but Arcanus misses, and Covetous doesn't miss, but Covetous is taking even more damage, but so does Arcanus. But who managed to go down with the 1 HP to... What? Oh! Covetous took it! He had 1 HP! But, I mean, in the post-round, he ended up dying. But it doesn't matter. Arcanus fell first. Covetous, by the skin of his teeth, manages to prevent a clean sweep here in match number 3, as Arcanus was looking to do so. But it does mean that Arcanus still has a chance. Remember, he took the first 2 rounds. Covetous, although he managed to take round number 3, it was super, super close by 1 HP. So let's see what happens here as both wizards are jockeying back and forth. But more HP taken down onto Covetous. Covetous is going to have his work cut out for him. But he manages to do things flawlessly as a huge combo. But no, Arcanus begins his combo in retaliation. But no, it manages to get countered out almost immediately by Covetous. Covetous bringing Arcanus down to his level. Both wizards at 220 HP, but 223 to 229. Right now, slightly favoring Covetous again. But Arcanus can still do it. He showed it that he could do this twice, nearly a 3rd time, that he might be able to take down Covetous. So, will Arcanus finally be able to properly put a match on the board, match on the board, instead of just rounds? Or will Covetous put himself to game point as we see the aerial slam go in, but nothing, as he just slams down to nothing with the fire beam, also missing out of Arcanus. Covetous and Arcanus both dashing in, but nothing, but Covetous with the lightning manages to do some more damage onto Arcanus, bringing him down to 105, but that does not mean it's clean sweeping for Covetous, as Covetous is brought down to 179. As we see more residual lightning damage going right down onto Arcanus. Arcanus being brought down to 83 HP. Arcanus might be in a bit of a trouble here, but 143 onto Covetous. Both wizards are able to do it, but no, dodging out and skillfully striking is Covetous. Covetous managed to take round number 4. It is match point. Whoever falls here takes the match. If it's Covetous, he puts himself to game point. If it's Arcanus, well, Arcanus finally puts himself on the board and extends his life a bit further. Can the Superman build beat the Thor build? It looked promising at the start, but it looks like Thor will not be put down very easily, as he'll be able to raise Mjolnir and fight right on back. I see both wizards dashing back and forth. Covetous is almost at half HP, with Arcanus roughly at a quarter lost, but more damage being brought down, with Arcanus now being brought below half HP, with Covetous still above it. But Arcanus taking a ton of damage. Arcanus might be falling here, but Covetous also taking more damage in return, but not enough to be able to put onto the same speak. It looks like the damage profile is just not enough. A small combo on the hands of Covetous is just too large on the hands of Arcanus. But he does manage to get some good fire residual damage onto Covetous, with Covetous being brought down to 183 HP. Could he fall here? Maybe. Let's see. Covetous goes in, but he manages to get him with the residual lightning. Round match number 3. Over to Covetous. All right, here we go. It is match point. Or it is game point. Covetous is leading 3-0 as it's Banshee versus Silver Surfer. It looks like the Banshee build is being brought back out by Covetous, but the Silver Surfer build is being brought by Arcanus, as we see it. Glacial Getaway. It could potentially work. You never know, but right now it doesn't seem to be working all too. Never mind. Arcanus with the smooth moves dodging out of all of Covetous's tricks, but some residual damage being still brought in, as we see more Glacial Getaway and actually managing to do damage, but not enough, as we see more firepower being brought back onto Covetous. But Covetous with the Mock Stunner putting a lot of damage down onto Arcanus, but Arcanus is doing more damage with the Glacial Getaway than almost anything else he's done, besides maybe the auto. Covetous is at danger of losing the first round to Arcanus, but Arcanus is being stunned up, and he's being hit quite a bit. It's 10 HP to 61 HP. Who draws first blood? Who draws first round here? As we see both wizards dodging back and forth. Just the next hit will do it, as we see it lands onto Arcanus, but not enough. 7, 3, 0, and it is enough. Covetous gets round number 1. This could be it. Can Covetous clean sweep, or will Arcanus claw back? To see the Mock Stunner doing a very good job at stunning. Now we see the Wind Hawk Punch. I can't remember what the spell was called, but I don't care. Arcanus is brought down to half HP, but that Glacial Getaway, man, it is doing a phenomenal job at dodging out all the skills coming out of Covetous. But outside of the Glacial Getaway, it's really not helping all that much. As you see more damage being brought down onto Arcanus, Covetous is still super healthy, practically untouched. But as I say that, a ton of Glacial Getaway damage being brought down onto him. But no, it doesn't look like it's going to be enough as Arcanus is stunned up. But no, he managed to freeze Covetous, but Covetous managed to get out and return fire damage. Round number 2, going over to Covetous. This looks like it could be a clean sweep, folks. It looks like the Banshee build might be taking out Silver Surfer. Let's see what happens as immediately first blood is drawn by Glacial Getaway. It's doing its work, man. You can't deny that. As you see, Arcanus and Covetous dealing a fair amount of damage. Fair is fairly small, but I mean, hey, who knows? But as we see a ton of damage being brought down onto Arcanus as he was stunned up, now being brought down to half HP. But no, Glacial up is Covetous, but no, he manages to immediately get himself right out. As Arcanus is trying to deal more damage down onto Covetous, but Covetous is just shoving Arcanus around. Arcanus is just unable to do anything. He's brought down to 140, 100 to 100. 64 HP is now onto Arcanus. Arcanus could be falling here as Covetous is still at 304, 54 HP. Arcanus could be falling. The Glacial Getaway not helping. The Icicle Daggers trying to hit, trying to land, but Covetous is doing a good job at dodging as the Mox Thunder comes out, but it doesn't land this time comparatively to the other times. As fanning the Icicle Flames goes right out of Arcanus, but no, Arcanus is brought down to 4 HP. Is this it? The next hit will probably be game. It'll be match. It'll be series. It'll be the better brother who wins. Can Arcanus manage to get himself out of this mess and maybe take a round in the series? But no! Glacial Getaway, Glacial Get Down. Covetous wins! Woo-wee! So I guess the better brother did win. Congratulations to Covetous for a clean 4-0 victory over Arcanus. I mean, those builds were a lot of fun to take a look at. They were a lot of fun to watch, and they were a lot of fun to see how they were playing out. But unfortunately, Arcanus was unable to get a single match, but he came close with the Superman build. He came so close. It was 1 HP away, and he would have had the match, but it was just not meant to be, was it? So everyone, with that said in mind, thank you so very much for watching, and thank you so very much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this PvP Brother Comic Clash match. Listen, just like, comment, and subscribe, okay? We need all that you can give. Anyways, thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whatever the heck is happening with you. Just enjoy your life. Bye.